Hey guys, it's Miss.Gabriel Kimberly. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be doing a fall evening routine showing you guys some of my favorite fall recipes. If you enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like and make sure that you're subscribed so that you can see anytime that I post, and also hit the notification bell and be sure to let me know some feedback in the comments. So I'm just starting off by making a simmering pot with some cinnamon and some apple slices. I'm just gonna put that on the stove to come to a boil. My brother-in-law actually suggested the cinnamon and I just added the apples. And here's one of my favorite fall scents. It's called Cookie Crunch, Butter Cookie Crunch. It's a wax warmer. And also my other favorite is my salted caramel true living candle. I love for my house to smell like I'm baking all the time because I love to bake. So that is my smell of choice. And also in my sprayer I have Cashmere Woods from Glade. And now my apples have come to a boil, so I'm going to turn that down to low. Just let it simmer so that I can have the scent throughout my house all day. And now I'm going to start on my chili, and I'm going to begin by chopping up an onion. You see it's in there with my flowers that I had on the table. I moved them to accommodate my roses, which you guys are going to see a little later in this video. So yeah, right here I'm just going to start chopping up my onion into, good bite-sized pieces so that I can begin preparing them for the chili. Now I'm just going to add them into the pan. There's nothing inside the pan. I'm just turning it on, and I'm just going to add the onions by themselves right now. My pot was simmering really good, so I had to add another cup of water into it so that it could last a little longer for me throughout the day. And now I'm just stirring it up to get it back how I want it. And I'm saying hi to you guys, and now it is time for assembly. So here's all the seasonings that I use for my chili, and I'm going to show you guys how I begin with that. I just start off with a little bit of olive oil with my onions, and now I'm doing my chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, and my seasoning salt, my complete seasoning that Kendra just loves. And I'm just going to push all that together so that all of those flavors can get inside the onions. And now I'm just going to put my ground beef into the pot for my chili. And I'm also going to show you guys everything that I use to put inside my chili to make it delicious. And I also made some cornbread. I'm just showing you guys. I just, followed the Jiffy Cornbread mix instructions, and after I mix it all together, I'm just putting it in a pot because I don't have a pan. Put my oven on 400 and I'm popping it in. And here's my ground beef with all the onions and the seasoning. Now that it has browned, I'm going to show you guys everything that I use to, make my chili delicious. Now here's my chili completely assembled, guys. It looks so good. I'm just going to let it simmer on the stove a little longer. I put in some brown sugar and white sugar too, which I didn't film, just to, help give it a little bit more sweetness. Now it's time to start on my spice cupcakes with salted caramel and buttercream frosting. And here are my roses that Kendra got me for my birthday, guys. I love them. They're so beautiful. And I'm just putting the spice cakes mix in the bowl. And I just followed the box cake instructions. I didn't show that, but it was just 3 eggs. I put some olive oil and milk in there as well. And now I'm just mixing it up. Now I have all my cupcakes in my little cups, and I'm going to put And now that my chili is all done, I'm going to go ahead and fix a bowl for me, Kendra, and my brother-in-law. I just put a little bit of Mexican cheese on top and also a dollop of sour cream on each bowl. And lastly, for decoration, just a little bit of parsley. And also, of course, I can't forget the cornbread. I put a couple pieces of that on there, and we are good to go. That's my bowl in the middle, guys. I like mine broken up on top. Cupcakes are out the oven. Now it's time for my frosting. I'm going to use the Hershey's caramel and the buttercream and mix them together. I used way too much caramel, guys. I wish I wouldn't have used as much. It was still good, but I didn't have any to drizzle on top at the end. And I also wanted to show you guys my simmering pot after it's been simmering for a few hours. You can see the apples have the golden brown color of the cinnamon, and I just love it. I think they smell so good with the cinnamon. And now I'm bringing over the cupcakes. It's time to start assembly. And I'm just going to take a spoon and dig out the center of each so that I can put caramel in the middle. This process wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, being that I didn't have an actual, something that's made for this. But it actually wasn't that bad. And after I get all of those tops out the middle, then that's when I'm going to start pouring in the caramel and also drizzling a little salt on top, just to, cut a little bit of the sweetness and make it salted caramel cupcakes. After a few days, guys, the caramel did absorb into the cake, and I didn't put as much salt as I wish I had because I couldn't really, it didn't cut the sweetness like I wanted it to. Now I'm just putting that buttercream and caramel mixture into a sandwich bag, and I cut a hole in the side of it to help assemble the cupcakes. I actually ended up using way too much on the first few cupcakes, so the first batch looked better. So those are the ones that I ended up showing you guys in the end. But that is it. And here are my salted caramel cupcakes. They came out so delicious, guys. And I'm having me a strawberryta because I've had a long night. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.